This is a different camera angle for most of you. Welcome to a second F125 deep dive video. Today we have authenticity and customization, as ever, as was the case with the My Team 2.01 earlier in the cycle last week. Do check the channel page for that if you missed it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments section if they're not covered in the Q&A section with the live chat that are here with me at the moment in time watching live. If we don't cover those there, then do ask them in the comment section. I can hopefully get back to you with regards as much detail as I possibly can without breaking any sort of embargoes or NDAs, etc. But of course, we did My Team last week, so you know what's coming with regards the mechanics and functionality of the new mode, or upgraded mode, revolutionized mode. Today we find out what's coming with regards how you can customize the look of your car, how you can customize your character, etc., I believe as well, and of course the authenticity side of things is new LiDAR tracks that look to the nanometer exactly the same as they do in real life, because they're working with Formula One themselves to LiDAR scan, laser scan each and every track. Last year we had three, Silverstone, Spa, and somewhere else. This year we're getting, I'll tell you in about 12 seconds time, because the video's about to begin. There are 5 coming this year. Shout out TGK.
The 2025 season is well underway with new team lineups and rookie debuts.
Hello, rookies.
So join us as we explore the improvements to graphics, tracks, and brand new customization options in the most authentic representation of Formula One today.
The customization is going to be huge for my team, to make your car look like it belongs.
F125 takes a big step forward when it comes to graphical fidelity. Not only do the tracks look better than ever, but we're also improving accuracy too, thanks to light detection and ranging scanning, also known as LiDAR. In Bahrain, Miami, Melbourne, Suzuka, and Imola, the entire circuits have been digitally scanned,
5 new tracks,
generating millions of data points. This data
5 new
is used
tracks.
for unprecedented accuracy when recreating tracks in game, ensuring
and might I add,
every bump and change
Suzuka
in
looks
just like
friggin' incredible.
Throughout
Suzuka
the game,
looks so
tone
good.
mapping improvements create a more dramatic effect across all weather conditions. Off the asphalt, LiDAR has helped in making
The cherry
trees and
blossom.
foliage
Mwah.
better match the size
Honestly.
and shape of their real-life counterparts.
You're not ready
with
for
new
Suzuka.
additions such as
Sector
cherry
1.
blossom added to Suzuka.
Suzuka Sector
On
1
top
looks
of the
insane,
improvements
and
to
coming out of
lighting,
Spoon Curve
shadows,
2 as
and
well.
circuits overall, an emerging PC exclusive innovation called path tracing is being introduced.
Path tracing looks incredible,
If you have a PC capable of experiencing it,
but
path tracing is the most realistic simulation of light on track.
you are going to need a
ever
monster PC to be able to experience it. This is going to be great
Moving
though.
on from tracks for now, we're delighted to introduce our brand new decal editor for F125. Liveries start with a base pattern that you'll be able to customize with sponsor decals. Each of these decals can be moved, rotated, and resized, with design variants unlockable throughout the game. Driver numbers
So you
are
can
getting a
really,
visual overhaul too.
really have
New
such a
fonts and colours allow additional
unique
personality
looking
to shine
car.
through in your design when creating liveries for My Team and F1 World.
And you guys obviously will be able to create
In
liveries that I
addition,
might then
sponsor liveries will debut in F125. These are
I can
base
look to
patterns
replicate
for your
in-game.
car built around the visual identity of the many fictional title sponsors in the game. By using the decal editor to add more sponsor decals, you can create a car that wouldn't look out of place on the real-life grid.
so
In
much
this year's
better.
Rebuilt My Team
So
mode,
much better.
These title sponsors affect income potential, having a knock-on effect to team size and spending. Building a relationship over time with a single sponsor can unlock additional rewards, including owner XP and new decal variants.
It's huge.
After a multitude of exciting
One thing that annoys me
and
about
predictable roster
this
changes in
cutscene is the
off-season,
drivers are all the same height again.
The 2025 calendar will no doubt continue to surprise us.
So Yuki
right
looks the
through
same
until the
size
season finale in Abu
as Max
Dhabi.
Verstappen.
With every driver and team represented in F125, including cover star Lewis Hamilton in Ferrari and 6 new rookies, you'll have plenty of choices when deciding who you want to take to the top of the standings. In a first for the official F1
Reverse
games,
tracks!
you'll be able to experience some of your
3
favourite
reverse tracks
circuits in a unique way. Race around Silverstone, Zandvoort, and the Red Bull Ring in a reverse track layout.
Zandvoort
Enjoy
backwards
these once familiar
is
circuits
so
in
good.
Grand Prix, time trial, and multiplayer, or add them to career modes from your second season onwards. Podium sequences have been reworked too. We've used VR cameras with more natural camera treatments for those celebrations to taste just that little bit sweeter. F1 World has had
Austria
some exciting
backwards is
updates.
really, really good
First
too.
up is a brand new collaborative mode, Invitationals. These are special
F1 World isn't
multiplayer
something that
events
I'm
open up
particularly
throughout F1 World. Once you have one
engrossed
available,
in.
share
I didn't
access to the
really
event with your friends
use it
and work together
in
to
24. I
complete
don't
the
really
shared
tend to do
objective.
much online
Earn
racing
rewards
in
for doing so.
that
We've
aspect.
also
We
made
do
some
open
changes to
lobbies
promote teamwork
with the
and
regular
effective
cars,
racing.
but
Through an
I've not
updated
used
driver of the day system,
F1 World
accomplishments
to
such
its
as cleanest
maximisation or
driver
even
and
really
most
at all
overtakes will be
since
highlighted.
its introduction
What
to
were
the
your
series. But I know a number of you do enjoy F1 World, so if you're looking forward to F1 World having those new additions, then do let me know.
An upgraded audio experience throughout the game will bring
Audio
you
is
even
huge,
closer
though.
to the
Audio
action,
makes such a
both
difference.
in and outside of the cockpit. Just like races in F124, qualifying now benefits from real-world driver dialogue over the radio, as well as drivers occasionally addressing race engineers too.
Okay, looks like you've escaped unscathed, so head down now, yeah? Let's go.
It's the voice of Mark!
You're the best race engineer ever.
Depending on what
You're
happens
the
on
best
track,
race
you
engineer
may encounter
ever.
some entirely new radio audio sequences, including voice lines for pole positions, flags, and those from team principals.
That is the first official pole since Austria. Well done. That was a mighty qualifying. Well done, mate.
We've more than doubled our pool of real driver
More
voice
real
lines
life
since
stuff is sick.
F124,
And,
so be sure
of
to
course,
keep an eye out for
previously,
some familiar
in my
voices.
team, or career mode, if you created your own guy, you wouldn't hear the real life radio calls. But obviously now, in my team where you don't create your own guy, you will definitely get the real life drivers' radio calls in that mode, which is something that's going to be new for me this year, even though it was a new iteration or new feature last year.
Voiceovers to date, helping to make every race weekend feel just like a real life broadcast.
The man from
I
Monaco
was gonna
is
say it's Alex
celebrating
Jacques.
once more. A sensational drive being rewarded for Charles Leclerc.
Thanks to NVIDIA audio to face technology, we've been able to deliver more extensive facial animations in F125.
Look, Max has been world champion for the last 3 seasons and he's looking like he'll make it a 4th. He's the best in the world right now.
From career to breaking point,
Cutscenes in Breaking Point on the last version of it, in F123 looked insane, but
in a more authentic fashion.
they're much better
with
on
this technology
25.
also extending to facility heads in my team.
Hello, Mathis, head of your engineering facility. Let's discuss where we think we are in terms of car performance.
So there you have it, from industry-leading graphical technologies to new ways to race some of the world's most iconic F1 circuits. EA Sports F125 promises to be our most definitive Formula 1 experience yet. Be sure to follow at EA Sports F1 for all the latest updates. Thanks for watching.
So in summary, 5 new LiDAR tracks that all look incredible, particularly Suzuka. 3 reverse tracks, which are incredibly fun to play, having had hands-on with them already. The decal editor in my team is going to make a big difference to the uniqueness of your save and make you feel like your car actually genuinely belongs on the grid and looks like it belongs on the grid. And then some F1 World changes coming as well, on top of general graphical steps forward in terms of the audio to face technology and the path tracing, which is going to be brutal on your PC. I believe, it's not confirmed anywhere yet, I don't think, unless they confirm it in the blog, which I can link in the description down below. I believe you need at least a 4080 PC graphics card to be able to run path tracing. I only have a 4070 Super, So I won't be able to use path tracing at all. And that's for a 4080 minimum just to be able to use it, let alone then record with it and live stream with it, etc, etc. So don't expect any path tracing from me this year, but I am planning on having my main saves, my F1 saves on PC this year as opposed to console, which was the case last year. So we might get the wheel out for some online lobbies, etc. When the time comes. But if you have any questions, do feel free to ask them in the comments section. Going to switch now to my live chat who are here with me live and ask if there are any pressing questions, or have I covered everything to a satisfactory level already? Or has James covered everything to a satisfactory level already? I'm obviously just adding to James's informative commentary. There is some handling stuff in the blog. Through a combination of rigorous internal tests and feedback gathered from EA Sports F1 community, F1 sim racing participants and EA Creator Network members, hello, a number of changes have been made to how cars feel in F1 25. Here's a summary of some of the changes you may notice when compared to F1 24. Of course, this isn't a full list of changes, just a handful of highlights. Control-wise, for those of you who play on controller, hello. You'll notice that track conditions and the car's unique dynamics give a more intuitive feel to steering, allowing you to better understand the limits of grip. Also tuned the steering rate for more consistent feel of the car at all speeds. Personal feedback from what I've played so far on controller is that it's more responsive with the front end of the car. I actually ended up turning the steering rate down, whereas last year we ended up turning it up. No traction is more difficult to manage. For wheel users, force feedback settings have been reviewed across a wide range. They've tweaked force feedback in quite a number of different areas. They made changes to the full traction control as well for better stability and less restrictive driving. On a tyre-related side, tyres have had a lot of work done to them, including adjustments to tyre loads and the tyre slip model, particularly in time trial, which obviously we don't tend to show on the YouTube channel. Rapid steering inputs such as techniques that rely on flicking will be less effective on race days, as a more aggressive driving style will result in overheating the tyres and faster wear. Obviously, the flicking has been more of a thing in time trial and in online races, and they're just kind of nerfing that a little bit more. As obviously it's not a realistic driving style. It's just the nature of building a game that doesn't definitively rely on Newton's laws of physics. We've recalibrated wear rates for each tyre compound, with track-specific details playing a larger role. So tyres wear at a better, more realistic rate depending on track and compound. This, along with a better balance for alternative strategies at 50% races, should allow for more variation when planning a one-stop or two-stop race. 50% races tended to be just kind of a medium hard one stop, whereas obviously we do 100% races, so we have a wide array of strategies available to us anyway. Plus, there have been improvements to how tyres react to different ground material types such as grass and gravel. Grip level tweaks based on real world race data have been changed, with street circuits typically offering less grip than traditional circuits. With regards to power units, relating to that, the clutch model has been revised with improved slip and blending for smoother shifting overall. You'll notice, and you will have heard me talk about quite a lot on 24, that used to get a snap of oversteer when you'd upshift going around medium to high speed corners, or low to medium speed corners. You don't get that anymore this year, which is great. The throttle mapping's been revised for smoother torque responses, especially at low speeds. Plus, ERS has been recalibrated for deploy rates to allow more strategic harvesting at high speeds. And on the aero side of things, when it comes to aero, our slipstream model has been adjusted for more improved racing, hopefully. I haven't fully tested that yet, waiting to get hands on the earliest possible edition of the game, or version of the game and build of the game that we can make content on before testing that fully. More likely to experience the effects of dirty air this year. That I definitely noticed in the hands-on we had at Codemasters recently. The accuracy of ride height and yaw effects has been adapted based on real-world CFD and wind tunnel data as well. With regards to the AI, we know that when playing offline, racing against the AI driver should feel as thrilling and as exciting as it does when watching the real-life sport, which it really didn't in 24. Following trials in pre-release testing with highly skilled players resulting in some incredible racing action, the team tuned the AI to better reflect their overtaking capabilities with one another and when racing players. Other adjustments have been made, such as AI now being more likely to pull off defensive manoeuvres when protecting a position. Furthermore, you may notice trains form, just like in the real sport. The AI will better make tactical decisions as to when to deploy DRS and ERS. So the trains may well still form, but hopefully the AI will be more aggressive in making their way through those trains, rather than, say, you've got a train of 6 cars and the only car that ever makes any sort of indication of making an overtake is the one that's sat at second in the train trying to overtake the car that's first in the train. Hopefully it'll be more fluid and more cars will look to make more realistic overtakes, and it won't be quite so taking you out of the moment, biting tongue and being professional. With countless racing scenarios and over 100 difficulty levels to accommodate for, obviously there's 110. Up the scalability, we tend to race at 104 or 105. There's a lot of work that goes into the AI. We hope the changes made for this year unlock more realistic and dynamic racing moments between you and those computer-driven competitors. So hopefully the AI will look significantly better. Hopefully the game definitely looks significantly better. This is iRacing that I've been playing in the background recently. So if you want to watch some iRacing, feel free to come across and join me on stream every now and again. Let me quickly show you. This was supposed to be on the other screen, but my primary screen has changed when I do iRacing. If you want to buy the game on PC, then do so with the EA app and use the promo code Chesnoid, and you can get yourself a discount. 10% on the standard edition, 15% 1.5 on the iconic edition. Do it. Save yourself some money, help support the channel. I'd appreciate it very much. Like I say, if you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. We'll leave the blog bit in, but any questions that live chat have, I'll ask them to put them in the comment section as well, so we're not doing a ginormous video here. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully looking forward to F125. I certainly am. There are more deep dives to come, and I'll see you in the next one of those.